How do you describe Dawn Taylor Reinhardt?
The first word I think I would come up to describe Dawn is genuine. With Dawn, there's not a false bone in her body, and I really, really admire that. What you see is what you get, and I think it's a wonderful thing when somebody can be themselves with you with no airs, no pretenses, and be proud of who they are. So I think that's a wonderful attribute of Dawn's.
What do you do for a living?
I live through my art. I'm an artist. I'm a teacher in many elements. My friends always question, is this a teaching moment, Dawn? Because I'm always so eager to teach. From every experience that I've ever had, I feel I've experienced it so I can share. And finding those teachable moments, I'm a teacher. My call.
Tell us about some teachable moments in the classroom.
The best example of inside the classroom with her doing things, and she's done this several times. There's been years in the past where she has brought in different plays that the kids have been able to kind of spend a couple of days reading and looking at, and she's just worked independently with them in our small groups, and as kind of a filler in between the heavier academic things that we have to do, to allow them to kind of get an idea of what it means to act and what it means to kind of have that make-believe world and put yourself into a character. And the thing that makes it even more special is that when they're looking at those things, they're starting to really look at the text and see if there's an explanation point here, or if all these words are bolded and they're in dark colors and they're all capitals, then there's some feeling and there's some emotion behind that I have to show in the way that I'm speaking.
What has Dawn taught you?
But I have to say that every time that I'm with her, I learn something. I learn something about communicating. I learn something about acting. I learn something about interpersonal relationships in a theater community, or just on a personal level, how to deal with friends, how to deal with colleagues. So every experience with her is unique because it's unique to Dawn in the way that she sees the world. And she teaches me through the way that she sees the world, which is different from me. But I really appreciate and adore her perspective, and I always completely take it to heart and try to weave it in with whatever else I'm doing. So no one experience, every single experience is great with her.